What's up, guys? As promised, we're going to talk about BNGO again. It's the third day of their symposium, and there was some exciting stuff. And I know some of you guys are trying to predict who I'm going to talk about, like which doctor or scientist or whatever that I'm going to talk about on this channel. And I'm picking them, just so you guys are aware, based on their voice. That's all. That's the only reason, not the science. The guy that I'm going to talk about is from France, and I love French people's accents. I picked the Belgium person because I like chocolate. Obviously, Belgian chocolate, right? So we're going to talk about Bionano Genomics again. It's an exciting day. I also want to tell you that I purchased shares of Bionano Genomics today for a long-term hold. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to ride it out. We're going to see what happens. But this symposium is really selling me on the potential that Bionano Genomics has. So I want to get right into the presentation, okay? So stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I'm Richard Allen. We talk about stocks on this channel, and I purchased Bionano Genomics today. Not a ton. Here's what I did. I purchased a certain amount of shares, enough that I'm excited for the future if this company does what I hope it's going to do, but not enough that where if this company fails and goes bankrupt and goes to zero, I'm okay with losing the money. So I want to be clear, okay? This is not a 100% high conviction trade for me. This is a, oh my God, I think they have something here. And I'm going to buy while it's still cheap, just in case we go on a similar track to PacBio. So that's where I'm at with this, okay? So I want to get into the presentation. We're just going to jump right into this like a chocolate croissant, okay? All wrapped up, warm and gooey. Now this is the doctor. Again, he's from France. Love this guy's accent. Very fantastic accent. So he started by saying, "Be our guest, be our guest. Put your genome to the test. Put your genome in the Saphyr and we will do the test." He did it. I'm kidding. He didn't sing at all. But that's what I thought of every time he was talking. The candelabra from The Beauty and the Beast. That's the only thing I could think of. It's my wife's favorite movie, so she's going to absolutely love that part. And she probably hears me singing right now while she plays Fortnite with the children. It's very... She probably does. Why is he singing The Beauty and the Beast? What a weirdo. My wife sounds exactly like that. If you guys are wondering, she totally does. Totally. Bionano. We know, the more and more we learn about Bionano over the last few days, okay? If you guys have paid attention to any of the symposium at all, they've been talking for at least a few hours a day. I think today was a little less, a couple hours, but it's been 2 to 3 hours a day where different doctors showcase different things that the Saphyr can do. And we're learning that the Saphyr machine is complementary to a lot of other machines. And what we're learning here is it isn't really a replacement, because there are things outside of the scope of what genome mapping does. We still need whole genome sequencing. We're not going to replace genome sequencing with genome mapping, but it is increasingly becoming more and more apparent that this technology is a necessity for finding structural variants. So that's what we're learning, okay? And one of the biggest things that this amazing French doctor talked about is Bionano Genomics, their Saphyr machine, found 50% more. So I want to get to that part really quick. But the study that he did here is replication stress in liver cancer and looking for structural rearrangement. And Saphyr was able to find 50% more structural rearrangements than traditional genome sequencing. So really cool stuff. And it is game changing, because they're finding these mutations, there's these rearrangements, these structural variants, all these things that we have that gives us more data about ourselves. Now, again, not an expert. My wife's not a doctor. I'm not going to pretend to know what the heck I'm talking about. I can sing like a French dude. That's all I know. But let's jump right in. I'm just going to read this here real quick. So, Dr. Eric Lutese, he's not Italian, from the Corderi Research Center in Paris, studied complex genomic events in liver cancer. Hashtag cancer, I guess. But because there is no way with whole genome sequencing to demonstrate the existence of these events, he analyzed these cancer samples with OGM, optical genome mapping instead. So one of the things we're going to get into in a second is, I love how he said hypothesis. So with genome sequencing, to find these structural rearrangements, they have to create hypotheses, essentially, right? They have to guess where these rearrangements are, and they're not able to identify them with genome sequencing, and that's where the mapping comes in. So very, very, very cool stuff. So let's jump into my slides that I took some pictures of. Okay, peeps, right here. So comparison of structural variants called WGS and Bionano. WGS is whole genome sequencing, okay? And these are numbers and pie graphs and stuff. Very cool stuff, right? Yeah. I'm not going to pretend to understand it, but I don't need to completely understand it to invest in a company. Just saying. I don't know how to build a car. I've invested in Ford before. I don't know how to run a movie projector, but I've purchased AMC before. I don't know. Just saying. Bionano, okay? Bionano, if you look at these circles, okay, where these circles converge here, these are where the two different optical genome mapping and the whole genome sequencing were able to find the same things, okay? The reason this bubble here, this circle is so much bigger on this side is because that's where Bionano did a better job of finding these rearrangements. And we're going to go over this in another slide here in a second. But across all of these three different things, hey, they could be it could be tomato soup, you know? No, I'm kidding. They did liver cancer samples essentially, okay, to find this data, okay? But again, same sort of thing here. Bionano has found much more, and on average, it was 50% more of these rearrangements that Bionano found. So Bionano calls on average 1.5 times more events than whole genome sequencing. So again, genome sequencing also finds things, I mean, a small amount of things that Bionano can't do either. But what I think will happen, what I'm learning, is that this machine will become a necessity in labs. It will become something that they labs need, and when that catalyst happens, when that turning point happens for labs, that's when Bionano's revenue is just going to go through the roof. Now, we already know that their revenue for this quarter went way, way up. We already know that, right? We talked about that a few days ago. So this will only accelerate. In my mind, this will only accelerate where they're going to go revenue-wise, okay? Let's go to the next section here. So these are some squiggly lines, but no, comparison of structural variants called by short read, whole genome sequencing, and Bionano. Bionano is the optical genome mapping, okay? All these little red arrows, he was explaining that all of these little red arrows are spots where the whole genome sequencing wasn't able to detect any of these rearrangements, essentially. So I don't again, I don't know. I don't know anything about genomics, really. I don't have a concrete understanding of genomics. But I would encourage you guys to not get caught up on not understanding this company. We can invest and get excited about a company and not 100% understand the business. We can think about where the fundamentals will be in the future, and that's where I would encourage you to go with your thought process, especially with a company like Bionano Genomics, PacBio, Invitae, right? Over on the Discord and the Patreon, we talked about Invitae earlier, and that was on my watch list the other day, and it jumped like crazy today. Look it up, and so Invitae in regards to Invitae, I know it's a genomics company. I know that the work that they're doing will help the world, right? But I don't understand what they're doing, and that's totally fine. I know that they're making money, right? They're growing their revenue really fast, and I think that a similar thing will happen with Bionano Genomics. I really do that. I think that a similar thing will happen with BNGO stock, and now I'm betting my money that this company will grow. And if I'm wrong, I lose money along with you. I'm going to lose money too if we're all wrong. And I don't think we're all wrong. I really don't. So if you think I'm wrong, be my guest. No, I'm just kidding. Tell me in the comments. I would love to know more about this company. I would love to know how, other than the idea that, well, they were just going to be delisted and now this is all a farce for them to just try to hopefully be a company. This is just a pump and dump. They're going to go bankrupt. They're trying to steal your money. Like all that kind of stuff doesn't really get the conversation anywhere. I want like concrete reasons why this company may not succeed in the future, revenue issues, how maybe competition that will come up, FDA approval issues. I've heard that PacBio isn't completely FDA approved. I don't know. So, but again, I'm excited about this company. I really am. And I'm excited about the potential that is Bionano Genomics. And it's for me, it's not just a fear of missing out, because that was part of it. But now it's YOLO. I only live once. No, it's not. What it really is a further understanding of the potential of this business. That's it. And I think we're in the beginning of the stages of understanding this company. We're in the beginning of the stages of the potential of this company, and I think it'll only be exponential from here. But again, could be wrong. So just so you guys know, I bought in like the 520 range, something like that, today, and that ended up hopefully being a pretty good call. And again, I put all my money that I want to put in, and I'm just going to leave it alone. And so as much of a swing trader as I am, I do have long-term accounts as well, where I hold stocks for long periods of time that I really believe in. So this is a long-term hold for me, and we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be good. So please, let's have a discussion down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another BNGO video. Thank you so much, seriously. And I'll see you tomorrow for another one. We'll pick the person with the coolest voice to talk about. And I probably won't do any singing tomorrow. So you got all the singing out of me that you're going to get for a long time. But again, my name's Richard Allen. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, if you didn't already do it, click that beautiful red subscribe button down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.